Hey everybody, I just want to make a real quick video about composting toilet systems. We spend a lot of energy in our society wasted due to the way we deal with our toilet systems. It's actually kind of ridiculous if you think about it. We have toilets where we poop in our water. Water gets sent down to this treatment plant where we have to figure out a way to get the poop out of the water so that we can have drinkable water. And it never really actually works because in reality we end up with water that's got traces of all sorts of things like pharmaceuticals, cleaning agents, all sorts of crap that you really wouldn't want to be drinking. When really, at the same time, we're having to put fertilizers on our crops because we're eating food that's actually taking nutrients out of the soil. And then we're having to get like these artificial fertilizers and put them back into the soil in order to get it to grow, but that's really not the best solution. When really, the best solution would be to not poop in your water, huh? You know? Kind of common sense, but most people aren't willing to take the step that it would take in order to make that happen, which would mean dry toilets, composting toilets. For a lot of people it's probably pretty intimidating to think about actually setting up a composting system for your toilets, but it's really not that hard. It's not technical at all. There's books about it, there's people who make a big deal out of it, but I can show you a system that I made with probably about $15 worth of materials. A couple hours invested labor because I had a specific idea and I didn't see anything out there that you could buy that was like that. So I'll show you our system. So this is it. This is my toilet. It's plywood. You open it up right here and there's the toilet. Inside is a 5-gallon bucket. And basically all I did is I just measured the 5-gallon bucket and figured out the size of the box that it would take to fit the 5-gallon bucket inside. And what we do is we do our business, whatever that may be. And we have this dirt right here that we just scoop out, cover it up, and I promise you, it does not smell. It's not like outhouses or porta potties that you can smell from a while away, and this doesn't smell at all even when you're right up on it. It's actually kind of nice. And then I'll take you down here to our compost so you can actually see what this becomes. And just ignore the fire there. This is last year's compost, last year's poop, and I know you can't smell through the camera, but I assure you this is just clean dirt. As much of an oxymoron as that is, this is good stuff. And we've mixed in our kitchen scraps and stuff, just like any normal compost. And it's actually pretty simple. I mean, really all we did was just took the compost and dumped it out here when it filled up. I did take a few steps just to make sure that everything was healthy. One is I kept the alkalinity kind of stable by mixing in wood ashes. You don't have to do that. It will equalize on its own. But I figured, just to keep it from stinking in the meantime, if you keep the alkalinity nice and base, then it actually smells less. For some reason, the bacteria that really stink, they like acidic environments. So if you keep it non-acidic, it works better. And I mixed in some like rotten wood and leaves and things like that to keep it aerated. And I turned it over after a few months to make sure everything was digesting. And it works pretty good. I just wanted to show you this before we actually put it on our garden. Because this is really rich fertilizer. And we're just flushing it down the toilet. And we're losing topsoil in our farms. So you can solve both problems at the same time just by thinking. And probably people won't do this in our society until things collapse. There's a lot of things that aren't going to change until things collapse, but it's one of those things that you should be thinking about now rather than investing thousands of dollars into a septic system. Like for our land where we are, and we could spend $20,000 to put a septic system in, or we could spend $15 and build dry toilets. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you learned something. If you didn't, well, maybe next time. Talk to you later. Bye.